Najee. Let them know.
Everybody, we out here in Montgomery Park right now about to do Secret Santa to the whole neighborhood. So I need all y'all to come out and show love and support for us, you know? We out here right now.
All right, come through, everyone.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awake in the mornings, hush. I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft star shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. The story of Najee Seabrooks.
Thank you, first of all, for family, for showing up for us, for our brother. The Patterson Healing Collective was established in 2020 to provide mental health support and crisis intervention to young men and women who have suffered trauma and victimization in Patterson. Najee, who had a strong passion for the city and a deep commitment to improving it, joined our team, and we were so thrilled to have him as an asset. I keep replaying Friday over and over. Our team of crisis responders begged the police to allow us to help, but they repeatedly denied our request. Despite assisting over 250 Patterson residents since our inception, the police refused to let us help our own brother in crisis, citing a supposed AG guideline. If the police had allowed our trained professionals to handle the situation, our brother would still be alive. He'd be right here. We wouldn't have to do none of this shit. In the past, investigations have justified shootings of black and brown men who were deemed to have moved too quickly or acted too aggressively, but not this time. Not this fucking time. Today, we gather to honor Najee's memory, his smile, his energy, and to offer support to his family, our community. We demand justice and will continue Najee's work of bringing safety and healing to Patterson. Rest in love, Najee. We love you so much, King.
Justice for
Najee!
Justice for Najee! Justice for Najee! Justice for Najee!
On March 3rd, King Najee Seabrooks, who was a violence interventionist activist and specialist and worked for the Patterson Healing Collective, was shot to death by Patterson, New Jersey police while experiencing a mental health crisis. Police wouldn't allow members of the Healing Collective to talk to Najee while he was in distress. Body cam has not been released, and the public is just now learning the names of the pigs involved. This is what happens when the police do not work with the community. This is what happens. We have tragedies like this. This young brother did not deserve this in no shape, way, form, or fashion. Of course, other people always want to bring up the fact, well, he's black, he was a thug, he was a drug dealer, he blah, blah, blah. No. In almost every case of a police killing a black person in our community, they are not drug dealers, they are not thugs, they are not gang banging, they're not doing any of that crap. They are killing our people regardless of what we do because of the negative stereotypes of our people. And our people have done a great job of changing those stereotypes, yet we still are judged based off of those ignorant ass stereotypes. I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm angry once again. It seems like I stay angry these days, I'm angry because mental health hits very close to home and to my heart. I deal with the mental health with people in my family, and you have to have patience. And when you have a whole organization created to help in the violence within the Black community, and the police fail to even talk to these organizations or communicate with these organizations and see how these organizations can help the community, help them do their damn jobs, since they have such a problem with doing their damn job, the least they could do is reach out to the community and ask for assistance that's there. It doesn't make any sense to me that the Patterson Police Department has not reached out to this organization. And this organization has been around for a while. Yet, the police department don't want to reach out to them to help within that community. That just makes it seem like the police are against the people. That's exactly what it makes it seem like. Najee cried out for help. He did. He cried out for help before the police were even called. Najee Brooks' colleagues at the Patterson Healing Collective told the city council about the phone conversations and text messages exchanged by Najee and his colleagues hours before he was fatally shot by the police. Also, Najee's cousin, Nicole Anthony, told the council that Najee himself had made the 911 call that brought police to his home. Nicole Anthony told the council that he called for help. He was a threat to himself. He called y'all for help. He was not a threat to the police. He was not a threat to the community. She also said that he cried out for help, and when the police came to help him, they murdered him. Casey Melvin and Teddy Martinez of the Patterson Healing Collective told the council that Seabrooks contacted each of them, asking them to come to his home on Mill Street. Melvin said, "He said they're trying to kill me, bro. Come here now." Melvin said he arrived soon afterward and sent Najee a text letting him know that he was there. Najee told Melvin to come upstairs to where he was at. But Melvin said the lieutenant in charge of the scene, which was Lieutenant Louise Spagnola, would not allow Melvin inside. During the council meeting and at the rally that was held for Najee, Melvin and Martinez blamed Spagnola, the lieutenant, for Najee's death. It remains unclear what triggered Najee's mental health crisis that day. But if you know anything about mental health diseases, then you know that episodes can happen out of nowhere and because of minor unexplained reasons that are not even understandable to the person having the mental health crisis. And a lot of the times, they can't even give you a proper or understandable reason as to why they're having the mental health crisis. This is why only trained professionals are able to handle mental health crisis in patients. The pigs are not trained or professionals in mental health. This has been established. We already know this. So for them to deny the help of trained mental health specialists is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. The Attorney General's office, which is handling the investigation, has not disclosed any details about why police were sent to his home or what happened while they were there. High-ranking city officials have said privately that Najee was waving multiple knives and moving towards police officers at the same time that he was shot. Family and friends said that officers should not have fired their guns because they were wearing protective riot gear and equipment and were equipped with a shield. Najee's cousin Nicole Anthony said that police could have used another tactic instead of going straight for their gun. She said, where was their mace? Where was their flash bombs? Where was their tasers? On Tuesday, March 7th, during the council meeting, Najee's father spoke to the crowd in a phone call from the Northern State Prison where he is serving a 45-year sentence. His name is Willie Seabrooks II. Willie Seabrooks II said, "You've got to stand up for my son." Najee's father, Willie Seabrooks II, is the son of a longtime Paterson, New Jersey police detective who had been employed as a corrections officer before getting arrested in a hostage incident in 2006. "Please don't let them sweep this under the rug," Najee's father said about his son's death before asserting that he himself had been wrongly convicted of crimes he didn't commit. Activists have been demanding the release of the body cam footage from the police officers involved, which again was Anzoro Tay, Jose Hernandez, Hector Mendez, Quad Lin, and Mario Vukovic. Listen, I'm not trying to pronounce these people's names right. I will be putting pictures of them up, which I just was able to get pictures and information on them. Like, they have been really trying to protect these pigs. And protect them for what? They aren't the victims. They are not the victims. So why do they need protection? They should have thought twice before they pulled their guns during a mental health crisis. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that pulling guns and doing stuff like that is not going to help any mental health situation. Black people's mental health situations are not any different from white people's mental health situations. They're the same. I mean, you treat them the same. And I'll be glad when America understands that we all have red blood flowing through our veins. We might not have the same DNA, but we are humans. And we all should be treated as human beings and not as animals. Paterson Press last Saturday had filed a public records request with the city of Paterson for those videos, as well as for the recordings of all 911 calls and police radio transmissions during the Seabrooks incident. The city of Paterson has not yet responded to those requests still to this day, and that was on Sunday, March 12th. And this incident happened on Friday, March 3rd. What happened to that swift justice that happened in the Tyree Nichols case? Oh, they don't have the same skin color as the pigs who murdered Tyree Nichols. Paterson, New Jersey, I'm going to need for you to keep that same swift justice energy with Najee Seabrooks murderers as the pigs kept with Tyree Nichols murderers, okay? Because at the end of the day, all the police stations in the United States are the same. You guys have the same policies and everything. So you guys are the same. So when one does something, you all are going to be blamed for it. You all will be blamed for it. Reach out to the Memphis Police Department and ask them how they were able to bring their officers to justice so quickly, so that you can follow the same blueprint and protocols as them. The black community now knows that all that procrastination that y'all be doing in these cases, where your pigs have broken the law and murdered civilians, we know that they can be handled and dealt with in less than 3 weeks. We've seen it happen in January of this year. We don't want to hear no more of your lies. We don't want to hear no more of your shenanigans from now on. Your procrastination just shows and proves to the black community that you are stalling and lying and trying to sweep things up under the rug. That's what it proves to us. You're just hoping the black community forgets about it. But we are never going to forget. We're never going to forget the treatment that was done to our ancestors 400 plus years ago. And we're not going to forget about Najee Seabrooks either. You pick and choose what kind of pigs that you want to discipline. And that's wrong. That's dead wrong. You pick and choose based off the color of somebody's skin. The white officers in Memphis never was prosecuted or charged with the murder of Tyree Nichols. Not like the other black police officers were. So you guys pick and choose who you're going to throw in jail and prosecute. So the black community and the world now knows and have witnessed for themselves what swift justice actually looks like. Stop trying to play the black community and keep that same swift justice energy that you had for the Memphis 5. Okay? You guys swear that the guidelines are so different for the police officers in every different state, and that's not true. That's not true. Why are they different? Why are they not the same? That doesn't even make any sense. And you guys are all up under the United States. What? Make it make sense. Do your job. Do your job. And do it swiftly. You know, I have questions. I have more questions than I have answers for in this case. And it's crazy. Why did it take so long for the names of the pigs involved in Najee's death to be released? Why? Those names should have been released immediately. We are not protecting them. They are not the victims. And plus, that's a matter of public record for those names to be released. You have to release those names. But the way you guys procrastinate is so racist, in my opinion. It's so racist. And the excuses that you give is just racist. It's just bullshit. It's not acceptable. Why are you protecting murderers? Why was Najee not protected? Why was he not protected? We already know that the Supreme Court of America says that a pig's job is not to protect and serve the community. We know. We know, okay? So take that shit off of your police cars immediately. You're not here to protect and serve. You're not. So stop going up under that because it's bullshit. Because it seems as if the pigs want it to be all about war between the civilians and the pigs. It just seems like that. Because why wouldn't you work with the groups that have been formed to help the black community in situations like this? Like, you guys should have known about these group of people, and they should have been the first people that you called. And since you can't work with the community and protect the community, then you are very much an enemy to the black community. So do not ever question the citizens for disrespecting law enforcement, because law enforcement has worked very diligently and hard at making enemies within the communities that they work in. I have just a whole bunch of questions. Why are out of city and out of county police officers able to apply and work in another city that they don't even live in? Because that's the case for a couple of these police officers that were involved in the death of Najee Seabrooks. I thought that was against the law. So the pigs are above the law, right? I mean, y'all prove that time and time again, that you're above the law and that you're not here to protect and serve the black community. Sounds like to me that you are begging for enemies. You're begging for a riot like the Los Angeles riot in 1992, the Rodney King riots. It sounds like to me that you want a Najee Seabrooks riot. That's what it seems like to me. It took 5,000 federal troops and the Marine Corps to assist the National Guards and the United States military and 9 different local police departments to stop the Los Angeles riots. Learn from history. Because if you don't learn from history, it will repeat itself. And that happened 30 years ago. So, I mean, I think it's past time for the black community to, the police department in Paterson, New Jersey have come out with every lie and every excuse as to why they couldn't release these officers' names. It was 5 of them involved, but they only want to, release 2 of them, the ones who actually did the shooting. They only want to release their names. So, well, you know what? I'm on the case now. I'm investigating the case now. And let me tell you something. We finna talk about all of the police officers that was involved. I'm finna release all the names. And I'm going to show pictures of as many as of them as I can. So there's 2 officers that I want to focus a lot of attention on right now. And these are the 2 officers who actually did the killing of Najee. And so this first officer's name is Anzor Tay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but who cares? I have the right picture and I have the correct spelling. And that's all that matters. So this person right here, Anzor Tay, he's in his early 30s. He was currently employed as an ERT officer, which means an emergency response team officer. He was hired by the Paterson PD in 2015, and he makes roughly $60,000 a year. He took the sergeant's exam in 2019 and failed, and he filed a complaint against the Passaic County. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either, but he filed a complaint against Passaic County due to him failing the test, but was unsuccessful. He has a history of using physical violence on Paterson residents and has a record of doing so on 2 separate occasions, according to the official police records. I would like to say this also. This is very important for black people to understand right here. Every time that you get into a physical altercation with a police officer or they disrespect you in any kind of physical way, you make sure that you go to that police department and you file a police report against them. This is important. We have to start doing this because when situations like this happen, we'll have a legal paperwork showing that we filed a complaint against this officer, and it will show up on their record. And this will be used against them. Okay? So it's very important if they violate you physically, if they, violate you verbally. You go down there to that police department and you file a report. And I would even go as far as taking a picture of the report that you filed. Just so they don't pull nothing tricky, because you know how honest they are. They are not honest at all. So make sure, black people, to go down there every time you have an issue with the police in any way, physical or verbal, where they're being disrespectful, you go and you file a complaint against them. I know a lot of times I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. They're not going to change anyway. They're not going to do anything about it. So there's been a lot of times where I personally have not filed complaints against police officers when they needed it. But here within the last few years, I think I've had to file 2 different complaints on police officers. I'm not playing with them no more. No more games. We have to play no more games with these people because they're not on our side. Okay? This next officer that actually fired a shot that killed Najee, this officer's name is Jose Hernandez. He's in his early 30s. He's currently employed as an ERT officer at the Paterson Police Department. He has a badly done tattoo of a woman's face on his left arm. That looks terrible. With all the money he makes, he should have been had that covered. He was hired by the Paterson Police Department in 2017. He currently makes $50,000 per year. He lives in an apartment in a multi-family house in Paterson, New Jersey. Since being hired in 2017, Hernandez has been officially documented using 15 instances of physical violence against Patterson residents. 15 instances. Why is this man not fired? Why is he still on the police force? What is going on? What is going on in New Jersey? He has the highest amount of violence against Patterson residents out of all the officers involved. Hernandez's high record of force against city residents draws the question why he hasn't been held accountable before it escalated into someone being killed. Why? Patterson, New Jersey, you need to ask your peoples what's going on with this person right here. Why was he even still being an officer? Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm going to tell you guys the website that I went to find these information about these police officers, because, baby, it gives their addresses and everything, pictures of their homes and everything. And I ain't about doxing nobody on my YouTube page. I would like to keep it for a while. You know what I'm saying? I would like to keep it for a while and bring y'all the first-hand information. And in order to do that, I can't be doxing folks. So I'm going to send you to the right place, though. It's called the Forrester Report, spelled F-O-E-R-S-T-E-R. Okay, the ForresterReport.org. So it's an organization. Go there and you can find out tons more information about these officers, their personal addresses and everything, okay? So go check it out before Patterson, New Jersey be trying to tear down their website. Because you know how these people are. You know how these people are. Go there, screenshot it, do whatever you got to do. Please keep Najee's family in your thoughts and in your prayers. They do have a GoFundMe, and I will put the correct link to that GoFundMe in the description and in the comments. And I would like for all of us to help this family, because this was an unexpected death. And, you know, a lot of our people just don't have life insurance for one reason or another. A lot of times we just can't afford it. So let's all get together and donate to this GoFundMe and everything. And also, there is a funeral service coming up for King Najee Seabrooks. I will also put that information in the description and in the comments. And I suggest that every black person, black, white, whatever color you are, if you're against racism, attend this funeral and show this family support, and show the Patterson Police Department that your community is not going to be tolerating this type of foolishness anymore. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family. If you're watching this, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to that community. Keep your head up, and we will get through this, family. We will get through this. We just have to keep fighting however long it takes, because this is what our descendants, this is what we have to leave them. We can't leave them here with a bunch of foolishness like this. We can't leave this here for them. This is not what we want to inherit to our children and our grandchildren. So keep that in mind. Thank you for watching. Join me next week for another true crime video. Have a great night.
Hi, my name is Charlene Walker, and I'm the Executive Director of Faith in New Jersey. And today, I want to send love, light, and divine protection to Najee Seabrooks' family, his friends, the community of Patterson, his family at the Patterson Healing Collective, and his extended family of all the organizations that are on the ground doing the healing work of community-based public safety. Najee was murdered at the hands of the police. And it is devastating to know that such a beautiful soul that gave to his community, whose soul you could actually see smiling through pictures, is gone and will not draw another breath. Yet, we're going to be fed this idea that the police are here to protect us, when the Supreme Court actually ruled that they have no obligation to protect us. And our governor, though, will propose $120 million, I think it is, to go build its own cop city to train more police. And they'll feed us this lie over and over again that just more training, we might not lose our black and brown brothers and sisters. Where was that training with Najee? Oh, wait. The police union said it was his choice. He made choice, so therefore it's his fault. I am a plus-size black woman that's not that agile. And I have taken knives from grown men that are much bigger than me, much stronger than me, with minor training. But all of these millions and millions of dollars in training that we're giving these police departments, they can't seem to do it. It's just a choice. It's just a choice. It's disgusting. And then we have a governor and attorney general that are quick to make statements with accountability and whatnot when the police officer is injured. But that same energy does not hold the same when you have our people being murdered at the hands of the police. Where is that same energy for King Najee? King Najee, a pillar in his community that's taking care of others. Where is it? And with record investment into the city of Patterson, where is that energy to actually fund the health system so that there are community responses? And why is there no trust in the community? Because they were there and able to save him. So today, I'm full of rage. But I'm going to pray. I'm going to cry. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to fight.
What you know about living on the top? Penthouse suites, looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spent it on a watch. Hold on, low T showing through the white tee. You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Okay, rocks on my fingers like a nigga wife me. Got another shorty, shit ain't nothing like me. Yeah.